Hi, my name is Yvonne and I'm an independent UK stamp coat demonstrator, and it is now the 1st of April, so we're heading well into spring now. You should see all the daffodils out in the garden and all the other spring flowers that are around. You may have seen a little bit of snow over the past couple of days, but hopefully we should be heading into some better weather. Right, so I'm with Stamp Around UK today, and I am doing my favourite technique. So I'm just going to shut the door. That's something I've got to do. So my favourite technique is embossing, and this is heat embossing. So I'll show you what I've done. So it's not quite worked out fully, but that's not a problem, because with this particular stamp set you can just you can use the dies to cut it out, and then, as I say, you'll be able to scrap the ones that haven't worked, but quite a lot of them have worked. So the actual stamp set I'm using is, it's called Many Happenings. Now this stamp set and another stamp set called Many Messages are retiring, so it's a great opportunity for you to get them. Now the special thing with this particular stamp set is you get a die and it cuts out all the messages all at once. So you can do your messages in bulk, which is absolutely brilliant. And I've got both of the stamp sets, and I don't think I'll be getting rid of them because I think they're really useful, and especially this die set, this die as well. And it's one big die that cuts them out all at the same time. Right. So from my demonstration here, I've used the Versamark ink pad upside down, which is there, and then I've just inked up my stamp, and I've used my stamp apparatus because it's a really big ink pad, so I prefer to use my stamp apparatus. Then I have used an anti-static powder pad just to wipe over the card so that I don't get any marks, any finger marks, and then poured the powder on and then let it melt, and it gives you, if you can just see, it gives you this lovely shiny effect on all the words that you've stamped. So we will go ahead and do this. This time I've got a darker card. I believe it is Merry Merlot. I just decided I wanted to get a darker one, so I'm just using my anti-static powder all over, and then I'm going to ink up my stamp set. Now with the Versamark ink pad, it's a much stickier ink pad. Right, so I'm just going to press it down and push it down really firmly, just to make sure it gets all the ink transferred, and hopefully this time I'll get it all transferred, whereas on my first attempt I didn't. But as I say, it's not a problem. Right, I'm just checking to see whether it's got everything. I hope it has. I don't know whether you'll be able to see. I'm just going to have a look. You can just see the faint outline of the ones that I've stamped on the clear, because with Versamark it's like a watermark effect. So I'm going to take it off there and put that down over there. I've got a lot of room on my desk at the moment. Right, and I'm going to take white. So this is some white powder, special embossing powder, and all you need to do is just chuck it on. Now just underneath my sheet I have a white piece of paper, and then all I'm going to do is gently tap it off. Hopefully, now I have got a little bit of mark that I caught on the edge, but that's fine. But it looks like everything's gone on there, so you can see all the white powder that has stuck to my particular where I've stamped with the Versamark. Right, so I'm going to be making a little bit of noise now, and I apologise, but this is your heat tool. This has got two settings, so it has like a drying for ink setting and also a second setting for the embossing. Now before I'm going to switch that on, I'm going to put my powder back in my tub. And it's literally just pop it all back in, so you use very little when you're doing this. Now I was doing heat embossing at least 20 years ago, and I got out of the habit of doing it, and I thought this would be a great stamp set to show it in action. Right, so I'm going to make some noise. I'll try and keep it as quick as possible. But all you're doing is holding your here and just keep an eye on it, and you see it just change slight colour. And once it's done that, you take it off. Don't waft it around. I'm basically chasing the words until they're fully melted, and that's all you're doing. You're just melting the powder. I think that's everything. Just make sure. There we go. Right, I've turned it off now. So here you can see all the powder. There's a little bit that hasn't gone. I can just see the powdery bit. So it's all gone liquid. Now, because it's such a big stamp, and so you just got to keep an eye out. I think I missed a little bit there as well, but only a tiny little bit. So once it's gone, it's fine. Oops. So there we go. That is my favourite technique. And so once it's cooled down, you can just run your finger across, and you've got it's raised up. So there's some really nice, I'll turn it around now. So some really nice sentiments on there, and then all you need to do is run this through your die machine, and you've got lots of sentiments all ready and cut out for you. So if you have a look in the links below, you'll see all my the rest of the Stampin' Up! Around UK team who's joined this time. And if you want to see what techniques they're showing you, then please have a look at the links and have a hop around our video blog. I will put links just to show you the stamp sets that I've used, and I've hoped you enjoyed my demonstration of heat embossing. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.